whispers holy lies. You see your fate beneath her eyes. The devil wears Prada, sweet and cruel. She breaks the strong, rewrites the rule. Behind the gloss she hides a blade, and every throne she sits she made. She doesn't burn, she is the flame, and no one leaves her quite the same.
The lights went out, but I still stand, a mannequin without command. They stripped the set, they packed the dreams. Now silence hums through every scene. Once I walked in rhythm bold, now I shiver sequined cold. After the applause, when no one calls your name, you're just a silhouette in someone else's frame. They love the look but not the ache. They crown the shell but let it break. I smiled for them through mirrored flaws, but who am I after the applause? I learned the turns, I owned the glare, but never asked who'd still be there. The makeup fades, the boots unlaced, and all that's left is empty space. I gave them God's immortal skin, but never let the truth begin. After the applause, when the velvet drapes follow, you're not the icon, just the echo. They took their shot, then turned away, left me a ghost in disarray. I danced the edge without a cause. Now silence answers after the applause. They stitch me up in power and pride, but no one dressed the hurt inside. I wore the world like borrowed light, but now I fade into the night. Final the applause, when legends lose their thread. I'm not the prince, just words unsaid. They built the myth, then let me drown, a runway king without his crown. I bowed and broke to loud hurrahs, but I was dying after the applause. All the applause. The crowd once stood when I arrived. They whispered names, I came alive. But lights grow soft on aging skin, and fame forgets the shape it's in. I wore the velvet crown with grace,
stitched in disbelief. The mirrors tilt, the heels grow slow. No one asks where legends go. I dress the world in sequined lies while hiding tears behind the eyes. They crown me in 1,000 lights, but left me bare on colder nights. This is my finale in velvet. No more flashbulbs in my eyes. The runway ends in silence. No applause, no last goodbye. I dance with silken shadow, but beauty's time is brief. This curtain falls in silence, stitched in disbelief. Don't weep for gowns or golden threads. I'll haunt the dreams of fashion's dead. This is my finale in velvet. I bow alone in grace. The catwalk fades to ashes, and time erodes my face. I gave my youth to elegance, my soul to silhouette. Now all that's left of royalty is this velvet rigon.
Velvet curtains part in hush. My boots begin their final crush. Spotlight finds the lines I earned in silence where the gold once burned. Each step recalls a war I hid. Each stare a crown I never bid. This is my final walk on glass through smoke. I talk without a word. I glide, no mask left to confide. They cheer but don't see me. I'm fading fashionably. This is the end I chose. A shadow in designer clothes. I wore the world upon my chest, but no one asked if I could rest. They drew me in with diamond thread, then cut me out when trends were fed. I stitched my soul in every look, but fame's a hand that oh you look. This is my final walk on glass through smoke. I talk without a word. I glide, no mask left to confide. They cheer but don't see me. I'm fading fashionably. This is the end I chose. A shadow in designer clothes. The runway lights begin to dim. from my final walk. This is my final walk. No turning back, no clock. I bow beneath the stars that watch my beauty scar. So take your flash, your praise.
They painted me in silent gold, a sculpture none would dare
fading blue. After the flash, there's only shade. No more spotlights, no parades. My name unspoken, style undone. A mannequin that used to run. After the flash, the mirror stares and shows me no one ever cares. The pages stopped with younger skin. They cut me out, I cave within. The coat still fit, but not the fame. They changed the pose, but not the rain. They left my gaze on magazine, but stole the soul behind the sheen. After the flash, there's only shade. No more spotlights, no parades. My name unspoken, style undone. A mannequin that used to run. After the flash, the mirror stares and shows me no one ever cares. I dream of crowds I'll never see. A walk that ends in memory. After the flash, there's just the glass reflecting what I let time pass. I used to shine, I used to be, but now I'm part of runway debris. After the flash, it's just me left, a relic dressed in fashion's death.
Heels echo like soft confessions on marble floors of obsessions. Mirrors line the path ahead, each one a life I could have led. The lights adore but never stay. They blind the girl I gave away. This is the curtain falling velvet, stitched with dreams no soul can sell it. A final pose, a shattered grace. I wear the end across my face. Wrapped in silk I disappear, a ghost applauded every year. This is the curtain fallen velvet. The lights go out, I still compel it. The cameras flash, the silence roars, but no one sees what lies beneath the floor. I walk away in aching heels. A goddess made of wounds and steel. Heels echo like soft confessions, but burns behind the praise and choir. My lips are rouge, my eyes are dry. My smile's the veil for last goodbye. They crown my scars in feathered gold, but left me quiet, pale and cold. This is the curtain fallen velvet. The lights go out, I still compel it. The cameras flash, the silence roars, but no one sees what lies beneath the floor. I walk away in aching heels, a goddess made of wounds and steel.
The lights are bright, but I feel blind. 1,000 eyes, but none are kind. I walk in suits of silent thread. Each step repeats the words unsaid. My name's a brand they wear, not know. A mannequin with dreams below. On the hollow catwalk I pretend the flesh is love, the show won't end. But every mirror shows a crack, and every cheer just pushes back. I walk the line with empty skin, a hollow man dressed up to win. They dress me up in crafted pain, a smile that costs, a pose that drains. My truth erased in tailored lies, a ghost in velvet alibis. The fabric fits but doesn't heal. What's real gets lost in how we feel. On the hollow catwalk I pretend the flash is love, the show won't end. But every mirror shows a crack, and every cheer just pushes back. I walk the line with empty skin, a hollow man dressed up to win. Don't ask me why I never speak. I wear their praise but still feel weak. Final hollow catwalk I descend. I sell the look, not how I bend. They clap for shades, not for the men. They see the suit, not where I stand. A runway king with paper crown, who never dares to look back down, down.
etched in silver, sewn in glass. Every step a ritual past. I wear culture like battle skin to hide the wars I keep within. They see the gleam, not what it cost. They cheer the queen, not what she lost. This is my odd armor, tailored for applause, cut to fit the silence, stitched with every flaw. You call me flawless, but never ask why. I learned to walk before I learned to cry. Diamonds line my broken spine. I shine the hurt, I walk the line. Beneath the veil of fashion grace, I bleed where no one sees my face. The gowns conceal what truth can't mend. A runway built where dreams pretend. This is my old armor, tailored for applause, cut to fit the silence, stitched with every flaw. You call me flawless, but never ask why. I learned to walk before I learned to cry. I'm not the icon you expect. I'm just a girl they don't protect. This is my out armor, it keeps me alive. Beneath the velvet, I struggle to survive. So watch me shimmer, watch me defend. Behind the lashes is where I end.
I once was the silhouette they traced, a perfect form, a nameless face. But trends are gods with fickle hands. They write you out with shifting sands. Mirrors turn, lights move on, the show goes on, but I am gone. I'm out of season, like a coat in spring. Once I walked with meaning, now I wear the sting. I stood for style, I walk like gold, but beauty fades when you grow old. They clap for bones and of styles praise. Find out all the season, no longer divine. But in this exile, I still define the man I was, the ghost I played. I'm fashion's echo, washed away.
They painted me in velvet lies, with lashes long and glassy eyes. They said I was the perfect face, then pushed me into empty grace. A dance to be adored unseen, a puppet in a magazine. I was the mirror of their dreams, a mannequin in silver beams. They stitched their hunger in my skin and praised the shape they pulled me in. But I don't know what beauty means if I'm the mirror of their dreams. I posed beneath the flashing light, but disappeared when out of sight. They loved me more when I was mute, a breathing shell in gilded suit. They crowned me just to watch me fall, then framed the crack along the wall. I was the mirror of their dreams, a silhouette in whispered themes. They named me muse, but not a name. They lit me up, but not the flame. And I don't know what living means if I'm the mirror of their dreams. The mirror bends but will not break, yet every glance feels more opaque. I reach to touch the girl I was, but find reflection dressed in gauze. I was the mirror of their dreams, a canvas sewn with silent screams. They wrote my worth in runway haze, but blurred me out in brighter days. No, I reclaim the voice they dimmed, no longer mirror of their dreams. The mirror bends but will not break, yet every glance feels more opaque. I reach to touch the girl I was, but find reflection dressed in gauze. Finally reclaim the voice they dimmed, no longer mirror of their dreams.
They look through me, not at me. A walking ghost in luxury. My face repeats their hidden wants, their fantasies, my mirrored fronts. Each flash a blade, each gaze a theft. They take my shine, then leave what's left. I wear reflective skin, not mine, a shape designed to redefine. You love the light that bends my form, but not the storm behind the norm. You trace the edges cold and thin, but never ask what lies within. I dress in brands that scream control. They fit the shell, not feed the soul. My eyes rehearse a scripted gleam. I live between the lens and dream. The glass remembers what I gave, but not the boy it couldn't save. I wear reflective skin, not mine, a shape designed to redefine. You love the light that bends my form, but not the storm behind the norm. You trace the edges cold and thin, but never ask what lies within. Don't kiss the shine, it won't return. Don't chase the fire if it the one burn. I wear reflective skin to fade, a mannequin in masquerade. I'm flawless when I disappear, perfection drawn by fear and smear. So look again, this is the price of being beautiful like ice.
You pinned a rose upon my chest. Its thorns more loyal than the rest. They kissed my cheeks with powdered lies. I smiled beneath fluorescent skies. Each heel I wore a blade disguised. Each hug a mask of well-trained eyes. Petals and poison on this stage. Beauty scripted, gilded cage. They called me muse, they called me queen, but never saw what lived between the blush and bruise, the stitched up grace. them return their lives read gem by gem. Final dolos and I discard. No longer soft, no longer marred. I walk away in tattered bloom from this couture and all its gloom. I am no doll, no dress, no pawn. I am the dusk they stepped upon. Petals and poison I discard. No longer soft, no longer hard. I walk away in tattered bloom from this couture and all its gloom. I am no doll, no dress, no pawn. I am the dusk they stepped upon.
I walk the line in shadows cast from neon gods and cameras fast. They cheer for something I became, but none of them recall my name. The gloss, the flash, the tailored lines have bleached the color from my eyes. Each pose rehearsed, each glance a blade, but no one sees the man they made. I'm a runway without a name, a mannequin dressed up in fame. The lights don't want, they only blind the soul they left so far behind. They sketch my life in black and chrome, but every step feels less like home. I smile like thunder without rain, a runway lost without a name. The silence screams beneath my suit. No echo dares to touch my truth. I flex, I stand, I turn, I bow, but never question why or how. The world devours what I feign, while starving who I am in pain. My beauty's carved in glass and stone, but none of this is mine alone. I'm a runway without a name, a vessel stitched from mirrored shame. They drag me in that perfect dream and silence every human seam. I walk through cheers that feel like knives, and model lives that aren't my life. They crown me king, then left the frame. A runway ghost without a name. Underneath this velvet skin is someone who remembers when I spoke and laughed and chose to feel before the runway made me steal. I'm a runway without a name. I no longer play their game. I unlace lies from every thread and resurrect the life I led. My walk won't echo someone else. I strive for none but my true self. I burn the scripts, I torch the fame, and write my name across the flame.
They zipped me into silence, stitched my waist with shame. Heels so high they scraped the stars, but never touched my name. They powdered over sorrow with hues of runway grace, but in each stroke of shadow they blurred my only face. Each gaze a blade, each smile a mask. To be adored is such a task. I was tailored to disappear, a silhouette, a chandelier. They traced my shape with hungry eyes, but never saw where I reside. In every step I lose more skin, until there's no one left within. They dress me up, then leave me bare, tailored just to disappear. They taught me how to angle, how to breathe without a sound, to arch my pain like poetry in gowns that weigh me down. They cheered for what they wanted, not what I had to give. And in their dreams of glamour, they forgot I had to live. Each strut a sacrifice in gold, but all that glitters leaves me cold. I was tailored to disappear, a fragile god in cruel veneer. They touched the hem but not the flame. They praised the look, forgot the name. Each spotlight drains the soul it feeds, while praising bodies no one heeds. They lift me up, then strip me bare, tailored just to disappear. But under seams, my voice still breathes. Beneath the silk, I sew my teeth. Final highlight, tear disappear. But now I speak what they most fear. My shadow walks, my silence breaks. The truth survives, the glass they fake. No longer stitched to fit their mold. I rise from threads they tried to fold. I wasn't made to just be ash. I was never meant to disappear. I wore the suits, I played their part. They dressed my skin, but missed my heart. 1,000 lights, a single face, but never once did I feel place. Each runway stare, a judgment throne, but none could see what I disown. The mirror is tired of me, it cracks where I can't see, reflecting lies in tailored form and silence made to perform. I tried to love the man I posed, but every truth was tightly closed. The mirror weeps so quietly, it's tired of pretending me. I drank their praise in bitter wine, each toast a nail, each smile a line. They tailored me to suit their gaze, but left me lost in fashion's haze. I wore the crown, I kissed
pretending me. One final turn, one final glare. The crowd applauds, but no one cares. The mirror is tired of me. It breaks so I can see. No fashion line can hide the soul. No spotlight makes me whole. If this was who they meant to mold, they never saw the man grown old. The mirror begs to set me free. It's tired of pretending me. They painted me in silver light, a perfect frame, too frail to fight. My hunger worn like satin skin, a mannequin, they locked me in. But I was breathing through the seams, a woman trapped in glassy dreams. The model cries last behind the veil, beneath the gloss, beneath the pale. They praise my shape, ignore my plea. A goddess dressed in secrecy. The runway roared, but no one heard my quiet ache beneath the word. They stitched me tight in every show, but never asked what I let go. Each photo shoot, a little theft of self, of soul, of all that's left. I smiled through heels that bruised my grace, and wore despair like makeup's trace. The model cries last behind the veil, beneath the gloss, beneath the pale. They praise my shape, ignore my plea. A goddess dressed in secrecy. The runway roared, but no one learned my quiet ache beneath the word. Now I unlace this tailored pain, step barefoot through the pouring shade. The model cries last, but now she speaks, no longer bound by fashion's peaks. I burn the gowns that masked my tears and walk alone through shattered years. This final pose, not posed at all. The model stands, no need to fall.
I sold my wounds in midnight thread, behind the cloth where angels bled. Each stitch a vow I never spoke, each line a scream beneath the cloak. They wear my pain like runway skin and never see what lies within. These are the threads of my silence, woven in gold, hiding the violence. Draped in fame, I walk alone. The fabric sings in broken tone, a masterpiece they can't define, but every seam once bled as mine. The mannequins all hold their breath as I design my quiet death. Their praises echo down the hall, but none hear what I gave it all. They bow to cloth, not to the cost, to beauty born from what I lost. These are the threads of my silence, haute couture, built in defiance. Glory stitched in shades of pain, the fame a crown that leaves a stain. Each zipper hides the scars I hide, each sleeve a tear I never cried. They'll never know the nights I bled to dress their gods in dream and dread. These are the threads of my silence, race shade from inner dissonance. They cheer the storm I made look still, but I remain the mannequin they kill. In silence now I claim my name, no longer fashion's phantom flame.
They sculpted me in glass and grace, a flawless form with frozen face. The lights adore the silence cheers, but no one sees my hidden tears. I wear the art they long to be. queen, I feel the chain. They love the shape, not all my pain. So praise the art, forget the soul. I played the part and paid the toll.
Spotlights flood my skin like blame. The velvet floor remembers names. Each footstep sounds like your goodbye, and silence cuts me when I try. You left me in a hall of glass, where every stare reflects the past. Mirror stains on every wall. Your ghost walks tall in mirrored halls. I dress in grief, I walk in lies. The seams all scream where loved ones died. The fashion hides what's underneath, a heart that breaks with every beat. I see your face in makeup trays, in lashes long and palettes gray. Your hand once sipped this coat of pride. Now I wear shame you used to hide. The mannequins don't speak your name, but every pose still feels the same. Mirror stains on every wall. Your ghost walks tall in mirrored halls. I dress in grief, I walk in lies. The seams all scream where loved ones died. The fashion hides what's underneath, a heart that breaks with every beat. This runway's made of shattered glass. I bleed with grace and smile like brass. Final